Hi, I'm Bart Hanson. I'm the owner and operator of CrushLivePoker.com. The following hand comes from our call-in show that we record at 4:45 p.m. Pacific Time every Monday. If you want to call in your hand, check out the phone number in the description.
I have a 2-5-10 hand from Choctaw during the WPT this last weekend.
Okay.
So it's 2-5 with a mandatory 10 on the button. That's a Dallas straddle, as
Right.
they call it.
Is that like
Ultimate
unlimited or something? I mean, how do you spell Choctaw? I always have a problem with that too.
Choctaw, I think.
Anyways, so is that last
yeah.
action? Is that like ultimate last action or something?
Yes, ultimate
Okay.
last action before the flop.
Yeah.
And then the game is a $500 buy-in or 70% of the largest stack.
Okay, so what's the effective stacks?
So the effective stack in this hand is 1,200.
Okay.
Under the gun has 1,200.
Okay.
He's winning young reg type. I haven't played with him a lot, but very clearly knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He opens under a gun to 30.
So wait a minute. So it goes in order, and then
Correct.
the button just has the
Yeah.
absolute last action. So even if there's 3-betting and 4-betting in front of him, he's always going to be last. Is that what it is?
Yes. Yes. So
Okay.
under the gun could open, cut off could 3-bet, big blind call,
I got
under
it.
the gun 4-bet, and then the button's just sitting there.
Sure. All right. So under the gun opens to 30.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
I am in the cutoff with pocket tens,
Okay.
10 of clubs, 10 of hearts.
Okay.
I call. Good player, opening under the gun. Didn't feel like 3-betting him. So I just call off my tens. Skips over the button, goes to the blinds who fold. And then the button behind me, who is a good player but loves large sizing. Loves to bet pot, over bet pot. Draws, made hands, all that stuff. He calls on the button. So now we are 3 to the flop, pot
So-
of $90.
Oh, I see. So I just out of curiosity, if you had 3-bet the guy under the gun, it would actually go back to the under the gun first, right, before the button acts.
It would have gone to the blinds
Okay.
and then to under the gun.
Right. So you just call, and then it gets folded to the button, and he calls, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And maybe a discussion for a different day is how this type of straddle should impact ranges.
I mean, I would say that you probably are incentivized to do more 3-betting here so that you can get it heads up, because the button's always going to have a price, right? Like if you call, right? If you call, he's going to obviously get a price, right? It's $20 more. So, I would say that's probably, I would tend to do more of that. We don't have a game like this really. There's obviously a button straddle in LA, so it's kind of a similar thing. But anyway, so 3 ways.
Yeah, 3 to the flop, pot's $90. Flop is Queen 9-8 rainbow with the 8 of hearts.
Okay,
That's
Queen
gonna
9-8
come-
rainbow
that's
with
gonna
an
come to
8 of
play.
hearts. Okay, yep.
Yep, absolutely. And I have 2 tens with the 10 of hearts.
Okay.
Under the gun checks.
Yep.
I check. And then the button checks behind me, which surprised me a little bit. That's normally a spot when he tends to kind of just bet big with made hands, with draws. He doesn't really slow play. It surprised me that checked through.
I mean, yeah, but what if he's got like pocket fours or something, right? He doesn't have to have anything.
That's true.
So it gets checked through.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Turn is the jack of hearts.
So you make a straight.
So I make my straight.
So it sees that the
one card
queen,
straight I have.
the queen and the 9 could have heart draws in it, right?
Yes, because the jack of the 8 of hearts on board.
Okay.
Under the gun checks.
Yep.
And as I am getting ready to bet, the big blind picks up chips in his hand.
The button, you mean? The button?
No, the button. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, the button.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like, okay, you know what? This guy's going to bet. I think I can raise it. So I decide to check, and he bets 100 into 90.
So you were going to bet, but you saw sort of the guy bet almost like he was going to bet out of turn, so you just let him bet,
Correct.
basically.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Correct. So I was going to check raise him, and then the under the gun calls the 100. And
So this is interesting because,
so that,
like, I think that, like, it's different, obviously, now that the end of the gun has called, but if you were heads up, I don't know if I would check raise. I think I would probably just call and let him bluff off because you check raising the turn is so absurdly strong on a one liner to a straight. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like people don't bluff in that spot all that much. So yeah, I
well,
would probably just play it like I had some sort of two pair and like let him try to bluff off hearts or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like yeah, I guess if he turned two pair, like maybe you might have gotten some value by going bet bad. But as played, if I were heads up, I would probably check call with tens. Now, when it goes bet call, now it's interesting because he probably shouldn't bluff the end. I wouldn't think, although you sort of play it sort of strangely because most people in your spot aren't gonna check pocket tens, right? Given this action, and you had a reason to do it. So I gotta be honest with you, I think I still might lean towards calling though. I mean, this is on the fly and just letting him bluff off at the end because you guys have so you know what I'm saying? Like you've so underrepresented your hand. Like if I was in that guy's spot and I was running some sort of bluff and the action went checked around the flop and then it got checked to me, it went bet call call. I would never think you have a 10 Dana. You know what I mean? And like now if you check raise two people, I just feel like it's really, really hard to get called by worse. Now the guy in the middle might have a hand like pocket jacks, which is a set. I imagine I'm talking about the end of the gun guy. I imagine he's probably not
yeah,
checking a set on the flop. I guess he could have a hand like. Actually, it's really difficult for him to have a 10 here too, right? Given his,
right.
call. So
Yeah.
I think I lean
Well,
towards calling here again.
all right, good. I had a debate with some friends because I did call.
Okay.
It was more kind of thinking like, what bluffs do I have when I raise
Right.
there?
Exactly.
And
Well, that's sort of what it is. It's sort of
yeah,
that, and it's also you're making your hand look a lot weaker than it is, and
exactly.
the guy might run a bluff again, at the end. But you just don't have any bluffs here really on the turn. It's just almost impossible to construct a bluff. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, so it's
Absolutely.
really tough.
Okay, so we're still three ways.
Yep.
Pot is now 390,
Hmm.
and the river pairs the eight of spades.
Okay.
Um, and so I kind of had a little worries, like, okay, under the gun, I really thought he had pocket jacks, kind of like you were saying.
Yeah.
Um, he checks. I go ahead and check,
Yep.
and now the button bets 250 into 390,
Okay.
and under the gun, hems and haws, and then folds, and it's back on me.
Just call. I mean, 250 into
I,
390, right? I mean, yeah, just call. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. I did call,
uh-huh.
and was shown king 10,
Okay.
and was getting all sorts of crap from people saying, how can you never put in a raise there with a straight when you were blocking it with 210?
Well, I mean, I'm betting the turn, right? Like, I'm just not going to check there, but you sort of got a weird spot where sometimes, like, live intangibles happen like that, where you just saw the guy betting, right? Like, if you didn't see the guy betting, you were going to bet the turn, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. So now, like, you've got almost like out of turn action, and it doesn't seem, but it's not really out of turn action. Like, it's out of turn action, but, like, the guy who bet doesn't know it's out of turn action. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you've got more information. It's not like he bet and you're like, wait a minute, you didn't do anything. It's my turn, and then you check to him. It's that like you saw that he was gonna bet, so you decided to change your play and check. He bets when it goes call and you overcall. He's never gonna think you have a 10. So I don't mind the way that you played it because of that reason. But obviously 9 times out of 10, I'm just gonna bet the turn. You know
Got it. Cool.
why
Fair
people are
enough.
giving you shit? I don't understand the.
Yeah, people were giving me shit for not check raising the turn.
I mean, I guess you can get value from pocket jacks, maybe. There's also a backdoor heart draw too. Like if the under
Right.
the gun has like ace seven of hearts, but like if the under the gun has like a heart draw, unless maybe it's specifically like ace king of hearts, um, he's not going to call your check raise in the middle anyways. It's always going to be a naked heart draw, even if it's a nut flush draw, right? It's a one liner to a 10. You know what I mean? It's just like, how can you call from out of position if you're going to check raise to like 3x with like, ace 5 of hearts on queen 9 8 jack 2 hearts? So I just I don't I yeah I'm not I don't understand the the play. But anyways, Dana, thanks for the call.
Yep, no problem. Thanks,
I
Bart. Take it
appreciate
easy.
it. Hey guys, if you like what you've seen here, please click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we put up a new video. And if you want to check out CrushLivePoker.com for the first month free, use the code YTA200. Click on the link right there.